Keep it down. This is a residential area. What if... Why is it so noisy outside? It's okay. Paimon was pretty much awake anyway. It's been so long since we... What about you? Did you rest well? Still winding down from everything that's happened? Or are you wondering how our... Okay, if you say so. But don't push yourself. What we just went through was... a lot. Luanatar disappeared after Columbina came back. Apparently, she was part of Columbina's soul or something. Still, Paimon kind of Anyway, you did great. So did Paimon. So, chin up, Traveler. Hey, don't poke fun. Paimon didn't think you'd mention it. You have no idea how anxious Paimon was. She was worried. Well, if you really want to show Paimon you're sorry... Okay. Paimon's full now. Huh? Oh.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. Good morning.
Morning, Yehuda. Here for some breakfast?
Oh, I've already eaten. Just need some water. I was mostly worried you might forget what day it... Careful there, Paimon. Too much food will make you drowsy.
You should probably be saying that to Aino. She's the baby of the group.
True. You know, I'm surprised at all these competing groups.
Well, nothing like a region-wide calamity to bring people together. After that...
Try telling Boss Neff that. She's not exactly convinced that people are gonna get with the program.
Really? But if she's so pessimistic about it, why'd she agree to be the...
Probably 'cause... even though Unity sounds like a pretty far-fetched idea, I think things will work out, though.
Paimon's with you on that one. And it seems like plenty of other people agree, too.
All right. Everyone's been rebuilding these last 2 weeks, and the evacuees have been coming back in life slowly returning back to normal. Which means... were you about to head out? There's still some time.
Yeah! We were gonna take a stroll around the square and say hi to some friends first.
Sounds good. See...
Please accept today's boon.
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? Or is that Inefa handing out food for the Frost Moon Scion?
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the
So, what's new, Inefa? And Aino too? What are you talking about, Paimon? We're just here to help.
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. We responded to Lama's request. At times like these, the smallest good deed can inspire others and help them through the hard days ahead.
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that a reality. In true... Inefa! Did you hear that?
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist eating today's dessert...
No way! Well, that proposal... I need something to get me through the hard times too, you know.
Mom!
Yes, dear. Go.
Excuse me. Could I... She helped us get safely out of Notcry, and she helped us get back home, too.
Of course she is.
But you stole my snacks, though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center?
Thank you.
Aren't you the better pick for this job, Flint?
You underestimate yourself yet again.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town. I don't know any of the big shots here.
All in good time. Socializing is a...
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. You know the truth. There is no question about it. The light...
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you... Sigh a little less, Master Ilua. That is precisely why Starshin and Nikita...
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner
My apologies.
Whatever. I'll take the job. By the way, who else is part of it?
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Nodcry. I'm sure you will find speaking with them...
If you say so. I've never done this work before, but I'll do it. Not only is it our duty as Lightkeepers, but...
An admirable attitude to take. The beacons are lit, Itlua. We have the chance to band together and build our share...
Yeah. You're right. I'll do my best.
Quite a few familiar faces have arrived.
Wow! Everyone's here!
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so let me just say, well, great, but not perfect. I'm starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop of alcohol while I'm waiting for my wounds to heal.
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be missing Mondstadt after all these years away, Grandmaster.
Yeah, you could say that again. Every time I get news from... Honestly, once things are wrapped up here, I think it'll be time to head back home.
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen.
You're taking this pretty seriously, huh, Durin?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak in official settings.
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself.
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a knight of...
I can knight you. Any particular title you'd like?
Is he joking?
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself. It'll be a good learning experience.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity...
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots? Guess I'm not...
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships of yesterday, and have...
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already. Wait, boss is looking kinda...
Come on, get the speech over.
Nodcry is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future, may we persevere through the storms ahead.
Looks like we'll have more opportunities to travel in the future. I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how fleet of foot you are. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the Curatorium to act as your host. We have a busy schedule, not to mention an international network of contacts to manage.
It'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehoda well in advance. And if she's not available, I can simply ask Ashru.
You... So giving my employees extra workload isn't enough for you? You're really going to drag my cat into this too?
I thought you'd approve. Aren't you forever increasing your employees' workloads?
That's a bold statement. Are all the Frostmoon Scions feeling more odd?
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. That as for the Frostmoon Scions, we are learning how to thrive. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place. Joining the League is what...
I like the word try. It's nice and non-commit.
You don't see a bright future for the Frostmoons?
I'm just not as optimistic as you. The Frostmoon Scions should count themselves lucky that they have a leader, but Nodcry's a big place, with all kinds of people.
Well, that's where you... Unless... the Curatorium of Secrets is...
For now, yes. And that won't change.
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in. Right now, I'd barely break even.
Then maybe it's worth a try.
All right, you can stop now. Or do I have to join the Frost Moon Scions before?
You'd be very welcome.
Hey, you two! Congrats on all your hard work.
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding.
Sorry, what?
Your conversations are always the most interesting. Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination?
Nicole? Wait, where are you?
Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry, Paimon. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is a far cry. Perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication with the great mage herself.
Okay?
No, or not yet.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system is still running smoothly.
You could have just said so. Still, the best friendships are built through face-to-face interaction, you know. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're—
All right, fair point. I'll bear that in mind for next time.
Yeah. Any update on that crisis at the World's Board?
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone's thoroughly exhausted. But they did. The disruption caused by this disaster has made Tevat easier to detect from the— She plans to wait for things to stabilize, then reschedule her monster. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when many new variables are— We have to remain vigilant and ensure that the embers of chaos are not rekindled. I did notice that the energy in Nodcry changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame. But since it was still aligned with the Light Realm, I never— It looks like I'll have to examine the connection. Just doing my duty. It's more or less second nature. Of course. To give you the full picture, I'd have to start with this— Never mind. Paimon's right. By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yes? They're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dory. But—
Oh! So that's what kept our friends safe when Dotori trapped them.
Indeed. We went to great lengths to— I'm so happy they came in handy. Still, anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. If not— Oh, my angelic instincts are tingling. You should head to the docks next. Your friends are about to board their ship home.
When the winds of freedom are too strong, we're in for a storm.
Merciless.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy. Are you heading back?
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. We just happen to— Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important calculations.
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr. Hat.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter. For that, you have my—
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle. Even giving her life and—
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this way, she could at— She always worked like that. Always had a backup plan.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time she said that should she ever fail in a mission, She'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the font. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order. Some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth for safekeep. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your... No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent... She spent a long time with Sandrone's body. Sandrone's passing has left a great... But Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being grief-stricken herself, she showed an awareness of the feelings of... She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you. After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore, who coveted her powers. I shall return to Nodcry to see her as soon as I find the time. Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is... My ship is here. Traveler, Paimon, we sh...
What are you still bumming around for? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go find... You're afraid you won't like the truth when you see it. Well, this is new.
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if you...
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths than they say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will stick by you, and finding the truth is important. But more important still, at least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little, I guess. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Or maybe it's something else. But for whatever... Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusuno, you should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll...
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore... After all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, it hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure. But with Columbina there, Paimon's sure things will be... Ain't no biggie. Paimon's sure you'd prefer to die better. No matter what you... If you can't make sense of something, let's... Glad to hear it. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next... Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here.
Well, you're still welcome to go. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next moon prayer night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself, without having...
You'll do fine, Columbina! Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get...
You really think so? When we first met, you thought I...
We were just starting out then, come on!
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened to our spaceship back? It's time to learn the truth at... Ready as all...
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the... But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed...
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the firmament.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Tevat. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Lumine. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well.
You two take care, all right?
Rest assured, Paimon. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon.
Yes. And hoping that it
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Tevat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Tevat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your siblings' story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tavat is right there. All of our friends are down there.
You're right.
finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunity. Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just... What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but... I think yours is saying...
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki. I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Lumine and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries, but the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No, the ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat.
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, she could not recall the past, so this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Lumine is. But then after all the time I've spent here, and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Tevat turned out to be different.
I don't know, but I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, but you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us.
In the past. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvaki to Nodcry again. that it may continue to protect.
Wait, but what about you?
Oh, are you worried? I won't. Not this time. The frost moon has now entered the fall sky, and I am the I am only returning to not cry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because, oh, and I have something for you.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, here, this flower.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will know I'm finally discovering the joy of giving.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about?
Why don't you take a guess? You get...
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a
That's kind of a sneaky answer. Down into that. The moon seems so far away. But on the moon, everything feels so close. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally... I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little long. After that, let's return home.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a rail. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot. Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly unfathomable in others. Like the thick layer of ice on top of a That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly lies beneath that icy... In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god... Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. But I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other, but I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It shall cast down its true moonlight.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of... this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil scheme. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. In a short while... Wait. How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. I think of Mondstadt daily. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give him? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, and with the moon shining down brighter than ever...
Trust me, when it comes to local delicacies in Pyramida, nobody knows more than me.